Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Beneath a Steel Sky. We're in the wine cellar and about to head on to the point of no return. So everybody, let's say goodbye to every other character because sadly we won't be seeing them anymore.
The subway. It's like a warren built by giant rabbits.
Alright, welcome to the subway! And let's see.
If this tunnel leads nowhere, I can always escape that way. It's out of reach.
Yeah, we can't go back. So you better have a save.
The roof of the tunnel must have collapsed. I'm never gonna be able to shift all that.
Sure you are, it's just gonna take a long time. But anyway, let's continue on through the subway and see where this goes. Because really, we have no other motivation to do so. Really, we learned about the subway and we're down here in order to figure out what's going on. There's just more rubble this way, so let's head back. This way we go! Let's see, is there anything over in this place? Nope. This is just walking, this is just atmosphere. And I like that the music at the ground floor plays during this part, because if you play the jukebox music, it will stop and then nothing will play. Now this is interesting. There's a hole here. Whoa.
There's something in there. Something horrible.
Hey, but wah! He's very sloppy, and apparently the death music's not going to play. But that is probably one of the most interesting deaths in the entire game, because we don't know what it is. It's just weird. Anyway, I'll meet you back at that screen, not getting ruthlessly dragged, because that was a lot of blood that went in there. Okay, back here. If you get in the vicinity of the hole, that thing will just show up and kill you. So, there has to be a way past him. Well, if you actually pay really close attention, there's this tiny little socket.
That appears to be a light socket.
Let's stick our finger in there.
I'd better not put my fingers in that socket.
Fine. Alright. Well, I have to get out of the way so I can see. It's really pixel hunting because it's a very small area that actually highlights the socket. Now remember, we have this light bulb all the way back from the place with the wrench guy? Well, we finally found the use for it. Now that the thing is illuminated...
That light will keep the bogeymen at bay, I hope.
Like whatever's inside here. Now let's take a look at the hole.
Whatever lives in there is scared of the light.
Good.
No way am I going in there.
Oh, but it's an adventure, Robert. Alright, fine. Let's continue forward to another station entrance that is completely bricked off once again. And posters.
It's an old advertisement for Anchor Insurance. I wonder if Anchor's grandfather was a complete zero too.
Well, it's been around for a while. It must have done something.
The picture is covered with mold and dirt.
Sadly, we have no idea what that one is.
I'm not climbing up there just to get souvenirs.
Ouch. You're no fun, Robert.
It's the station's name. Museum.
So this is Museum Station. Across from there should be the entrance, supposedly, that we had before, where we got this little baby.
I'm not climbing up there.
Oh, fine. Now, if this point of no return wasn't bad enough, if we go through this exit...
Uh-oh, the tunnel roof doesn't look too stable.
this is another point of no return. For some reason, I have no idea. But yeah. And, this is kind of a startling difference. Well, that guy said that Link was kind of a weird organism, and, what else would you expect from this game?
That thing's alive!
Yeah.
I wonder what it is.
I don't know.
It's warm and throbbing with a tough skin.
Huh. Well, there's some
That
things.
patch of plaster looks damp and crumbly.
Hmm.
I can't quite reach it.
There's that, and there's this door here,
There's no obvious way of opening it.
and we need to get through.
I can't slide it, push it, or pull it.
So this is one of these puzzles where it gets a little bit off or weird because, well, you certainly have the means to figure this out, but it's another one of those, you have a couple of implements in order to use, and, well, you have to figure something out. And why is some of these things really saturated in color? But there's a swelling here as well.
The outer skin is stretched and weakened. The skin's too tough to tear with my fingers.
Still too tough. Well, let's see what we can do. We have, so first step here is we have to get out a metal bar once again in order to reach this plaster here.
I've exposed the bricks beneath the plaster.
Now, an interesting thing is that you can actually pick up the
It's just
plaster.
a lump of plaster.
I have no idea what use the plaster has. There we go. Yeah, I've never found a reason for the use of the plaster, because you can pick it up, sure. Not really much use to it, though.
The mortar holding those bricks has crumbled away. I can't quite reach it.
Of course you can't. Well, let's get out the metal bar once again. Ow. There we go. And get a brick.
A good, solid old brick.
Bricks are always handy in adventure games for some reason or another. But we need this brick in order to get through. Now, with what we got here...
There's a hole where the brick was.
Well, what do you expect? Maybe I can put the plaster back up here. Nope. Okay. Still don't know what the plaster is. Anyway, let's see what we can do. We have this vein, which we can't really do anything about. So we got this swelling here. Let's
It's
puncture it.
penetrated the outer skin.
There we go.
It's stuck in the vein, but hasn't pierced it completely.
So we need something to push in it. I don't know why it's called a crowbar here and a metal bar in the other places, but we need something to smash it in a little bit more.
Ugh! I made a hole right through the vein. Now it's stuck right in.
We can still grab the thing in there.
Ugh! I made a... Now I've got pus all over my fingers.
However, as you can see, the door is open.
It's a medical robot. There's no way of turning it off.
Well, we better get in before it closes the door and resets the entire puzzle once again. And now we got horror music playing. And while this horror music is playing, I might as well go through another dossier. We're now down to the final 4 dossiers, which I guess I've kind of ordered in the most dangerous of all of the dossiers that are available. This one is Hutch Ward of Union General. Has repeatedly violated the restrictive language laws. Ward's file contains damning evidence of past anti-security service behavior, including the removal of the security symbol from outside 2 of our branch offices, defacing the memorial to Chief Riley, and most recently, responsibility for the graffiti on our flag at security headquarters. So far, Ward has eluded the security trackers. Bring him back to the interrogation unit for questioning before termination. So really, there's a running theme with each of these 4. And I'm going to be talking probably another one in this video before this video is over, so you'll probably be able to figure out what the...
It doesn't operate manually.
What the theme is for these 4.
There aren't any buttons to press.
Because it's a sensor device.
There's no obvious way of...
Yeah, and we can't get back out, so... Again, another... no return. Anyway, let's go down here. We're just in uncertain territory here. It's really weird. But we have to do something here.
It's the controls for opening the cover.
Let's look at the cover.
The cover must regulate the heat from below. The cover must...
And then a
bubbling, boiling lava. Boy, that's hot!
Well, I kind of put him over there. Why is there lava here? I really don't know.
It allows the heat to rise. I can't reach it from here. It holds the grill secure.
Actually, I wonder.
I can't reach it from here.
Nope. Okay. You could probably die here. I'm actually gonna try it. Well, here we go. Let's try doing something with this terminal. So we can boost and reduce the temperature. What we want to do is reduce it. This will close the cover. This will close the cover.
It obviously opens like an iris.
And we want to pull this metal bar.
Pulling the handle has loosened the grill.
Now, you want to get out of this as soon as possible. However, I'm going to stay here and see what happens. Okay, apparently... No, you can't die. That is really weird. Okay, I sat there for a while. Let's boost the temperature.
The cover must... bubbling. Better be careful I don't fall.
Yeah, I guess we can't you can't actually die above the boiling pit. I thought you'd be able to. Really surprising there. However, we've done what we needed to do down there. I think this grill here...
It's probably a ventilation grill.
I think... Oh, this is interesting. Too bad he doesn't have any actually spoken dialogue. Because I think well, it would actually make more sense about who he is, but unfortunately he doesn't say anything. But interesting that he looks like he's growing something in vats. Seeing all these really big veins.
It's probably a...
Really... Ugh. So this is into the next room. There's a robot in there. A couple things. Doesn't look like anybody's in there though, so let's go in. Alright, what we got here? We got stuff.
That's where the medical robot gets its power.
Is there only one medical robot? I thought there was more.
It's activated by the robot's presence.
There's a robot here.
It's recharging itself at the power supply. There aren't any external switches. The slot gives access to an expansion port.
Perfect.
I can't get my hand in there.
Well, why would you want to? Anyway, I'm gonna go over here and look at these monitors and controls.
The screen displays the medical robot's status.
And you're not gonna tell me what the
They
status
don't appear
is.
to do anything. They don't appear to do anything.
Fine, whatever. Robert, you're not a button pusher. Anyway. An expansion port. You could actually stick Joey's slot in here.
How do you feel, Joe? I'm completely operational, and all my circuits are functioning perfectly.
That's a relief. Is there any immediate danger?
If your presence here is detected, termination is more than likely.
Huh. Something's off about Joey. But at least he's back.
Negative.
What about the guy in the tank room?
Negative. The technician is an android. I advise you to avoid contact with it.
Are you really the Joey I grew up with? You don't sound like him.
That is unavoidable. My shell has a limited syntactic processor.
Oh well. At least you're not so argumentative.
Huh. Now, actually, some of these lines, when you click on them, Robert doesn't actually say them in a lot of points. So if his line just goes by in a blink of an eye, that's the game's fault, not mine.
I want you to check out the tank room.
Please be more specific.
I want a detailed report on everything. Especially that android.
The android could be dangerous.
That's why I'm not going in there.
Exactly. I don't want to risk my neck.
Exactly. Alright, and Joey will go in there. So while Joey goes in there, I might as well talk about the next dossier. This one is actually a very interesting one, and because the portrait is actually, I think, an artist rendering. Goes by the name of Rat Girl. Unknown. Rat Girl earned her name after repeatedly escaping from security custody. And Joey's back. Good. We are unable to, as yet, to ascertain the girl's real name. Although a juvenile, she has already earned herself quite a reputation and could prove helpful to the security service in the future. It is imperative that she is closely watched and guarded against enemy contact. Another one of these unknowns, especially when, well, we never meet her and would have been a great character.
Give me a report on the tank room.
The growth tanks contain developing androids. Nourishment is supplied from a tank. The temperature is maintained by convection from an underground source.
Okay, there we go. Full report.
Access to the growth tanks is not possible.
Does he say anything about the computer?
Tell me about the computer.
Oh, he says that line.
Access to the computer is denied. The tank contains chemicals on which the androids feed.
So, without it, they'd die?
Affirmative.
Is there a way of draining the tank?
Manual evacuation is achieved by opening a tap. It is programmed to safeguard the developing androids.
Is he dangerous?
It's certainly stupid enough to constitute a threat.
Now, before I open the tab,
Never mind.
I'm actually going to go, I believe that Joey now can actually...
Give me an analysis, nurse.
Huh.
My diagnostic program suggests a favorable condition.
Blaster?
Give me an...
My diagnostic program suggests a favorable condition.
Oh. Well, that was interesting. I've actually never tried to give an analysis of any item while Joey was in the medical robot shell. But unfortunately, he doesn't look like he actually gives any, except for giving an analysis nurse.
Give me an analysis.
Yeah, unfortunately. Alright, Joey. Go up and open it.
That will distract the android technician.
You gonna do it, Joey? Joey? Oh boy. Joey, are you stuck? Joey may be stuck. That's not good. Well, I'm gonna leave the opening the tap for next time once I get this fixed. So next time we're gonna open the tap to the nutrient tank and meet up with that android. Which doesn't seem like a smart thing to do, but seeing as I think this door is not open...
I've got a hunch I'll need to open that. No way of opening it.
Yep, we have no way of opening this door, so we have to go in there anyway. Joey? God damn it, Joey. I wonder if he opened it with his mind. Let's go check.
Hello. I was not expecting a
Whoa!
visitor.
Uh-oh.
Allow me to introduce myself.
We've already met several times.
I am known as Walter,
Walter.
and I am the future.
I've never actually done this before. Wow.
You're not human, are you?
No!
Now, whatever gave you that idea? I'm obviously not a machine. Or an animal. In fact, I differ little from you.
Since you live in the gap and all that. God, dude.
You're talking of a future designed by Link?
Certainly. It was not Link itself. Designed by your own fathers.
Is this where you reproduce yourself?
Yeah, the genetic nursery. Here my kind are nurtured and grown, educated according to Link's needs.
Has all this any connection with Overmen?
Indeed. Without the Overman connection, I might never have been conceived.
What are Link's plans for the real humans?
We are all members of the same family. We can coexist quite peacefully until they disappear through natural wastage.
Huh.
What do you mean, natural wastage?
Following the sterilization program, the old humans will slip quietly into extinction. But you need have no concern for the well-being of the human race, or for the future, come to that, since you have no future.
Oh, he's gonna... Oh. No. Oh. Well, I think... I have to actually talk to him about that one last dialogue. I'll probably slip it into this as well. But... yeah, I'm gonna leave it at this with the death screen. See you all next time when we go back and actually open the tap properly and continue on through the secret base. See you next time, everyone!